The Standard Bank queue is literally 10,000 snakes long. I'm not gonna wait. The lady that helped me said that I must come and ask directly for her so I don't queue next time. She's not working today. And they want me to queue for 10 hours. I've got another bank card, so I'm not gonna queue. I'll come back when she's here so I can go directly to her. Last time I waited for 2 hours and I got given grief for having the car for that long. And I'm not gonna do that today. I actually want to show you something, guys. So one of my favorite gelatos, or what do they call this? Sweets, like edibles that are pastries, are Cinnabons. Cinnabon. And there was a time when I went with my mom during the season of persecution. We were in KZN and I asked her for some Cinnabons, 3 of them in a pack because they're my favorite. And she was like, no, you only get to have 1 because that's all the money that I have. I've just been dealing with those kinds of restrictions in my life where I am told I can only have 1 thing, I can only use these toiletries, blah blah blah. Well, I got given money and I'm about to go and buy myself 3 Cinnabons like I have always wanted to all these years. My favorite, basically, dessert. And I'm going to do it with my own cash. And this is the beginning of very many such events. Just you watch. This is the place that I spoke about that they don't accept cash anymore. Danger zone. I want to turn the camera, get a bunch. This over here is the love of my life. Like, these things are so divine. They're so delicious, and I'm gonna get some for myself. And yes, of course, I will share them with the people at home. Whether or not they wonder where the money comes from is irrelevant. I don't care. They're also gonna know that I left the house today, but I'm Senandaba, guys. So I think I'm gonna buy this one. Yeah, or this one, no matter what it costs, and then share them with the people at home. This is how you buy Cinnabons, Barbara. You don't buy 1 at a time. You like they're like not the kind of thing that you buy one by one by one. You buy a whole bunch and celebrate the festivities with people you love. There's no price tags, and I don't care. I'm not gonna. It's unlikely going to be $900. Like, seriously, it's highly unlikely. So I'm just gonna go grab this one and run with it. Has the Lord just not blessed us? Eh? Can you believe it? My bank card, the temporary one that I have, I don't know the code of it because I still am using the code that Standard Bank gave me. I need to change it so I can transact easier. 1 second, guys. Okay, I found the pin. So now you know that I love me some Cinnabon. Yeah. I mean, look at these things. They're just so delightful. They literally are as good as they look. Cinnamon and congen.
Anything else?
No, this is it. I've already inserted.
Enter pin.
Transaction approved. No more declines, at least for now. My plastic store is not fine. It's okay. Can I have one, or do I have to like pay for it? I don't think I have coins for it. I guess. Okay. It costs, by the way, just in case you're wondering. Yeah, but sorry. It costs $1.89. Money has never been a thing in my life. I think this is mine. Sorry. I was kind of hoping for a paper bag that I could carry, like, you know, with a string, a handle, but this does not have a handle. Anywho, these delectable delights. I obviously cannot eat them by myself, so I'm going to be sharing them. And my mother's going to wonder where the money comes. No, she shouldn't wonder. Like, she knows why. But I'm kind of hoping to soften her heart that she might make like the Ninevite king and actually repent. I don't know. But money, I was talking about money. it ain't never been a thing in my life. Like I have literally never ever been the kind of person to be price sensitive to a point where I check the tags of everything for prices, like bargain hunting on fire. I've always just swiped and move on, swiped and move on, swiped and move on, and then I put it in obscurity, and I ended up looking at the prices of literally everything. I haven't been able to purchase the hair product that I wanted to purchase in order for me to grow my hair. I've been wanting to buy Jamaican black castor oil. I've been like all of these things, and I have been so restricted. It's been a most frustrating season, but also very training of me. I've grown in grace. I've also grown in patience. I've also grown in humility. So it goes a long way that I now am, I think, a much better steward of money than I ever was before. I understand the challenges of poor people, what they have to go through, the restrictions they have in terms of choices, and that I think makes me a lot more seasoned as a human being. Anyway, guys, I'm not gonna bore you just like walking through the mall, wrapping. Let me just go to Discam, get what I need, and step. With this Cinnabon purchase, I think I've got like $650 left. That's, I think, more than enough to buy the kind of toiletries that I need, and also not toiletries too, but what I wanted to say was I'm a health fanatic, you guys know that, right? So I work out quite a lot. Ever since studying nutrition online as well, I'm trying to bring nutrients into my body. Ever since starting this one particular regimen where I was drinking these like power shakes every day, I noticed that my muscle development was fast-tracked and I was getting stronger much faster, just by simply bringing certain foods in. Money was stopped coming in. She used to give me like $600 a month, and she stopped doing that. So with that $600, I would buy things like chia seeds, linseeds, I would buy coconut oil, I would purchase moringa and spirulina, whatever, and I would make this like power shake. And this power shake, I would have it twice a day. First thing in the morning when I woke up to start my digestive system, and then later on in the evening after working out, and my muscles grew fat and juicy. I can't really say that I've lost my muscle mass development because I'm still working out, but the rate of growth, progress basically in terms of the development of my toning, the chiseling of my body, that has slowed down most definitely. The only thing that is maintaining me right now is just the fact that I continue to squat and all that jazz every single day. That stopped, and also when it stopped, I felt like my skin was not popping as much as it was popping. I felt like my hair has grown slower ever since then. A lot of benefits that these things gave me, basically, like making my skin glow, working from the inside out, and also growing my hair at record speed, those things were stopped. And so I've had the stagnated hair growth ever since then, as well as my skin could glow a lot more than what it is at present. All I have now is the egg mask that I use, but before I also used to bring things into my actual body that really gave a glow to my face. So I will show you guys these ingredients when I do get to Discam. It's still another, perhaps, should I say, 300 meters from where I'm at. It's quite far. Like, yeah, this is a biggish mall. So when I get there, I will let you know. I'm not going to talk throughout it all, and we will then show you maybe tomorrow. I mean, I've already done such long videos today that I don't think I'm going to be covering my drinks and whatnot, but when I do make them, oh, by the way, when I was making these drinks, I would store them in the fridge overnight, because the thing about linseeds and also fenugreek is that you have to wait a couple of hours before you can drink it for it to be valuable for your body. I would store them in the fridge, and I was told that these things are messing up the fridge. They smell. Like, where have you ever seen chia seeds smell? Okay, I was told all different kinds of things, so I had to stop or make them daily. I had to make them daily instead of preparing them in advance, and that just took so much out of my time and my schedule. So basically, ever since then, I have dreamed and asked, therefore, the Lord, prayed to the Lord to help me buy a mini bar fridge, like a small little one, not costing more than $1,000. I've seen a couple actually on the internet, on YouBuy and all those other places. And I was like, and also I know they have them at Macro. If I can get a small little bar fridge that I would then put maybe even in the wardrobe on the floor, plugged in somewhere, I would be able to store those drinks of mine, because they are put in mason jars that are sealed and airtight, so nothing is going to be creeping and crawling all up in there. Plus it's a fridge, so it's highly unlikely going to have any insects in it. And put that, like, maybe even underneath my bed, like that tiny little bar fridge that's going to fit about 6 of these things, so that I can drink them at leisure over the day, so that I can make one every 6 days, you know, like meal prep, so I don't have to do them every day, because my schedule is already so tight. And that's what I've been asking God for, like a mini bar. I was like, Father, when am I ever going to buy a mini bar so I can put it underneath the bed? And the Lord was like, wait for me, my daughter. And I suspect that in the future I won't even need to get a mini bar that I have put in underneath my bed in a small little space, but I can just use my own fridge, because then there's not going to be somebody that's telling me that my things smell in there, even though it's fenugreek. Fenugreek doesn't smell, and even if it does smell, it smells like maple syrup. Anyway, those are the kinds of things that I struggle with on the daily. I've also wanted Novisa, that is a jewelry store. I've wanted to buy flat back studs for my tragus piercings. I've got like 3 tragus piercings, like 2 on the one ear and 1 on the other ear. The one that I have on right now, when I whip my hair when I'm exercising, hooks, and it's also lost color. I don't know what's going on with it. I've been wanting to replace those, I can't. So I'm basically hoping to make money so that I can buy myself tragus flat backs from Lovisa or wherever it is that I might find in a jewelry store for body jewelry. And also to be able to maintain consistently these health shakes of mine that I will then make in order to grow my hair, my skin to glow, and to thicken my muscles, because they're protein dense. That's why my muscles grow so quickly, and that's also why my hair grows so beautifully. They are protein rich, and they are therefore building blocks of skin, and that's why my skin also glows when I'm all up in that business. But that stopped for a season, and now I feel like my skin is looking kind of dull. My eyes also, my eye whites, you know, the white section of your eyes, they are dull, like yellowing, whereas before they were sparkly white, even though I was going through it. Contribution was all of the beta carotene that you find in many of these things was actually contributing to making my eye whites better. I've literally learned so much on the internet ever since getting put in this position, but I cannot even carry on, you know what I mean, and do the things that I learned because of financial restrictions. Hopefully by the time I'm able to do what I need to do, I will edify you too and help you to grow your hair and make your skin pop and make your eye whites whiter and make your muscles grow fatter and thicker when you exercise. Yeah, and also get more energy. That's also another thing that it brings all up in your grill, like a lot more energy, a lot more endurance, staying power on the dance floor. And it's all natural. You don't have to go out like creatine vibes. You don't have to get steroids, nothing. All natural means of getting more energy on the dance floor or wherever it is might be your sporting field, and also improving your skin while you're at it and growing your hair nice, thick, and beautiful. I'm at the discount. I finally arrived 300 meters later. Let me stop recording and receive these COVID-19 spritzes on my hand that annoy the living daylights out of me, and I'll show you later on, just like in 5 minutes from now, the purchases that I make for my body. All over. Okay, bye.
How are you? Are you ready? It's mild orange. So you want me to stay? But I should go. Or leave me stay when I'm home.
Hi guys, you know what, I'm not a fan of the mall discount. It doesn't have the things that I need. The one in my neighborhood, called Lifestyle Crossing, tends to have everything I need. So I came to the mall for nothing. I did not get my bank card, and it turns out I also did not get what I need. Like, it doesn't have the variety that I need of things. Like, their Moringa Powder is not the brand I prefer and they also don't have cinnamon, and I don't understand what's up with that. Like, who doesn't have cinnamon? So I'm going to go and get it. And they also don't have turmeric. Like, it's weird. So I'm just gonna go and get it somewhere else. I'm just gonna leave this right here. They'll pack it back on the shelves themselves. I actually want to go to the Impala Fruit and Veggie, because that's the only place where they have fenugreek, and fenugreek is this excellent herb when it comes to hair growth and skin too. So let's go. Hello, I have arrived at the discount in my neighborhood. It's badly painted situation there that needs to be cleaned. Okay, yeah, I really hope to get what I need here. I should. I mean, it's always never disappointed me. This discount, the one right in my neighborhood. I don't know why the one at the mall is so lackluster, given that it's so big. And given that it is so big, and given that it is also in the mall, the most prominent mall in this neighborhood, it makes me wonder about stocking models, like the discount stocking model, what they were thinking in the product range that they put at that mall. They need a better industrial engineer, I'm just saying. Anyway, I want to show you the difference I was talking about, just in case you were wondering. It makes a difference, by the way, which discount you shop at. Based on demographics, you will actually pick up nuances of racism in a country by just looking at how they stock the shelves of the same store in different neighborhoods. Like when I was living in Cosmo City, I couldn't find creamed cheese, even though I wanted to make red velvet cake at the local Pick and Pay there, and I had to drive to Bel Air, which is just like 500 meters tops, and in order to get cream cheese, like just over the Malibongwe. Remember I told you guys, not Malibongwe, what is this, Northumberland? I told you how it is that in one place it's like abject poverty, and then in another place it's like this opulence, yet they're only separated by a street. Like Maldus Drift is separated from Diepsloot by Bayers Nadia. Remember I told you guys that? Yeah, well, I experienced those challenges when I was living in Cosmo City, where I wanted to make what is this, red velvet cake, and I needed cream cheese for that, and I could not find it in the stores of the same sort of kind of FMCGs that you would find at a mall anywhere in South Africa, but I could not find them in Diepsloot. So basically what they were, not Diepsloot, but Cosmo City, basically what they were saying was that black people don't use cream cheese, they ain't got that je ne sais quoi and swag. And I was like, how much more racist can you get? I mean, we have been making cakes since the beginning of time. If anything, we're queens at it. How in the world are you writing off the fact that we might need cream cheese? How in the world are you writing off the fact that we actually might even make cheesecake by not selling us cream cheese? Like you literally pick up how corporates think so racistly when it comes to stocking shelves. So I'm wondering, what is the difference between Clearwater and Strubens Valley? Like this is Strubens Valley, the Clearwater Mall is in Strubens Valley. Here, this is Little Falls / Vogieval, and they basically apparently believe at Clearwater Mall that the demographic there, or the buying community of Clearwater Mall, is different from the buying community of Little Falls. And you notice, because you find things like cinnamon, which I could not get a hold of earlier here, but you don't find them at Clearwater. So what is the thought process behind that? Here it's not like a racist issue or a stark racist concern type thing, but it's definitely about, it says a lot about what they think about the demographic. Here, ground ginger. Yes, I do need ginger. Okay, it says a lot about the demographic, what they believe about the demographic profile. This was actually the Moringa powder that I was looking for. The one at Clearwater, I couldn't find it. Like, they've got different prices. I've been very price sensitive for a minute. So I purchased. Seriously, the Spirulina is... I've been so price sensitive that I literally have to check what costs what in order to make a decision. So I'll take the lifestyle food Spirulina because it's $79.95. I'm still price sensitive, like I haven't arrived. I did not get 100,000 rands. I got only 600. So sorry, 800 bucks, 900 rands. So my price sensitivity has made it such that I cannot just buy whatever. So I need ginger. I also need Cayenne Pepper. I just want to go and check somewhere else. I think I'm going to buy my Chia Seeds at Impala Fruit and Veg. So we should probably, I'm going to not buy them here. Because go Impala, again, price sensitive. I know where to find cheap what. I never in my life imagined I would ever shop that way. But I do. So what I do is I buy cocoa for its hard knock antioxidants. It's got really great benefits if you like stop eating it only in chocolate and what have you. All cocoa is equal, but some cocoa is more equal than others. Oh my goodness, but they're out. No, don't do this to me. Oh my goodness, it also makes your drinks so much better. So I do wonder here what their reasoning is to have such, in the same neighborhood, such a different range of products that they sell in the same store. I do wonder, because they do have much more of a variety here than they do at Clearwater. Clearwater's less like with it, if you know what I mean. This is the far better branch, but I'm not finding cocoa, and I know that they do have it here. I usually find it here. So it must mean that it's over. Seriously, it's a baking season, guys. Easter is over. Easter has come and Easter has gone. They've got Chia Seeds here for 250 grams for 60 bucks. I think it's a really good price, like in comparison to how much I usually get them for. So I'm gonna get these. I'm not pedantic about where I buy them, and I would be pedantic about GMO versus non-GMO, but okay, like my life sucks and everything is broken, so we just grab whatever. In South Africa and like other African countries or markets, because we do have somewhat advanced standards when it comes to food processing and packaging, we do not we automatically have to, so we do not automatically assume that things are non-GMO unless it says so, whereas in South Africa they have to highlight that it's GMO free because most of our things are genetically modified. We have copied Western culture quite a lot, and it's bad in that regard because the food in other African nations where they have not followed the standards of the United States and other Western civilizations is higher quality. The fruit is higher quality because it's non-GMO, but here they have to specify that it's non-GMO. So as you can see here, it's written GMO free. So if it does not have a label on it saying non-GMO, then you know it's genetically modified. Like these are genetically modified. I don't have money to be buying non-GMO anything. Okay guys, look, I'm gonna get what I need so I don't talk forever and a day. I can't multitask, and then I'll show you when I'm done what it is that I purchased, okay? And I'll tell you what I got where. I'll also show you when I go to the Impala to show you the fenugreek there. They don't have fenugreek here. I don't know why. Another thing that I have to get is I used to make this myself, but then they got rid of the blender because I was using it. What is this? Non-vegan, not non-vegan, but non-GMO. Sorry, not non-GMO. Well, this is non-GMO, but anyway, I wanted to say non-lactose milk, like non-animal milk, just vegan basically, because I'm lactose intolerant. So I'm finally gonna get to eat my muesli with almond milk or rice milk or whatever milk I choose. And they recently stopped buying my muesli, so I'm also gonna get muesli. And my favorite brand, I did put it in the trolley at Discam in Clearwater, but then I did not leave a Clearwater grocery, so it looks like it's not here. Oh, here it is. Chia's granola. I started loving this back when I was getting 600 megabucks, but then I stopped sort of kind of getting the megabucks, and so therefore now we have some megabucks, and we're going to be eating muesli for breakfast as opposed to all bran flakes. I prefer muesli because frankly it's got oats in it, oatmeal, and oatmeal is a powerhouse when it comes to hair, comes to skin, comes to proteins, health. It's just got all of these benefits, but I don't like plain oats. You know how it can get all soggy and nasty and all up in your grill? I don't like it that way. I seriously have a problem with it. So I prefer it when it's in muesli because then it's like a sweet treat, it's like a dessert, and it doesn't have to give me grief. I am not one of those people that are pedantic about how much sugar I burn in my body because I work out so much, and every other thing about me is so healthy that it more than makes up for the fact that I overkill with sugar sometimes. But please don't follow my example. Do as I say, not as I act, at least in this regard. Otherwise, in terms of Christ, do follow my example. Anyway, let me do all of this stuff off camera, guys, so that it does not take forever and a day with me talking, and then I will let you guys see what it is that I have procured. Bye. Hi guys, how's it? I left my muesli because I wanted to buy my fenugreek. I have only like $100 left. I only have 100 rands left. I don't have coins to give this lady, unfortunately. I literally have no coins or notes. Like, I have no physical cash to give her. Hi, sister. Sorry, I don't have notes. I'll owe you next time. I'm so sorry. Okay, I don't have what is this here? I left the muesli, which is like $80, because I wanted fenugreek. It was about choosing. An alternative would be to purchase plain oats. That's not muesli. My camera is dirty. Sorry, I want to wash it. I want to wipe it so that it does not record so horribly. Anyway, whatever. Yeah, because I wanted to buy fenugreek. Lots of it. Like, fenugreek is my miracle herb. It's so multi-purpose. It deals with my hair. It is both a hairspray for pre-poo. It is edible. It is full of fiber, so it operates as... Thank you. I'm sorry, I did let you guys know that I don't have any cash. It operates as... It regulates you. Basically, it makes you go to the bathroom when you should be going. It helps you relieve yourself as many times a day as you ought, as opposed to, you know, every 10 days or whatever. It's high in fiber like that. That's fenugreek. Pretty much all of my ingredients are on that tip, and so make it therefore an excellent reducer of inflammation in the body just generally. Fenugreek, another thing about it is it'll make your boobs grow. If you want like a natural way of getting a breast augmentation, fenugreek is your best friend. Okay, it makes people gain weight, but I'm not really worried about that. If anything, I've been concerned that I might lose weight. I don't want to lose weight. I'm trying to get thick. Okay, maybe not thicker than what I am. Okay, maybe only slightly bigger. I'd be happy to just get ever so slightly thicker. So I'm not really worried about the fattening effects of fenugreek. Those of you who are skinny, you might want to turn to fenugreek, but if you are not skinny, if you are not skinny and you're rather on the chubbier side and you're not happy, fenugreek, you should probably be careful to consume it. Otherwise, its health benefits are excellent. Okay, I cannot therefore be without the fenugreek, and that's where we're going right now. In Balafut, it is the only place that sells. No, it's actually the only place. It's the only place in close proximity to me that sells it. Discam doesn't stock it. I don't know why. It's such a powerhouse, so I don't understand. Impala does though, but just don't. I almost skipped a red light, and I was like, wait again. God gave me patience. Just stay back. Anyway, yeah, my life is so rough. Yeah, so that's why I want to go and get fenugreek right now. It just is such a multi-purpose Gangnam styler that I can't do without it. I'm sorry that I'm laying back and you can't see me. Very soon you will see me. I'm just chilling out because I almost skipped a red light and died. My heart is palpitating. Anyway, whatever. That's why I left my muesli. If I want the oat benefits in my body. Another thing about muesli is it just has all these other things in it, man. It has nuts, it has sunflower seeds, it has coconut shavings, just like, yeah, man, you know, like everything you need in life. That's why I'm a big fat fan of muesli, but at present I can't afford it, or at least not that one. But if I want high quality muesli, I'm gonna have to spend that much. So the one that my mother buys is a Willie's one that tends to come with all the like nitbits of juice loveliness in it, but she has not bought it recently. Maybe she'll buy it with the groceries of the coming month, but the coming month is already upon us and there's no muesli. So yeah, fenugreek is cheap, by the way. It's like super cheap, so I might actually still be able to buy the muesli if I can just get my fenugreek. You can either buy it in powder form. Whoa, you drive like a monstrosity. Let's just put that out there, guy. It's really cheap and a little goes a long way, so maybe I'll still get my muesli. But I just wanted to let you guys know of my challenges. The fact that every so often I have to leave stuff behind, like when I was back in the world, not in the world, but back when I was employed, because I was saved for 3 years before I lost money and ability to purchase for myself things. I never used to leave stuff behind. Like everything in my trolley went through. I got rescued from the futility of a stingy parent, my goodness, and then I was thrown into it again. So now I leave stuff behind. It's like the bane of my existence. I chose it. I removed it off the FMCG shelf because I needed it. And now I like have this thing that I do where I leave stuff behind. Like Christ does not leave a single person behind. He leaves the 99 sheep to go and grab the one that's gone awry, lost their way, their footing. So why in the world do I get to not be like my king and just not leave anyone behind? The muesli must be in my trolley. You know what I mean? And what I'm really happy about now is that the fact that after transacting, my bank tells me that I have transacted for this much money and this is how much is left in my account. I don't know when was the last time I used a card. I've been this cash chick. I've been counting cents and rands and coins. That's why I felt so guilty with the lady at the car guard woman. And I was like, I'm sorry, I don't usually have, I usually am able to give like 5 rands or whatever in the season to them, or whatever I can give, right? Because I'm always carrying cash. But now I've got a card and I'm feeling happy about that. The fact that I have a card now. Again, people took away basic stuff like that from me. I mean, do you see the ridiculousness of this country and what they've done? Like, whatever. So the only thing I didn't get to do today was get my Standard Bank check card done. I actually want that check card because with it, it's going to be, I think, easier to hook up a PayPal account, which makes it a lot more convenient for me in terms of international transactions. Yeah, because I'm expecting that. Okay. But Standard Bank generally just does not work very well with PayPal, so I don't know. I'm kind of thinking that maybe the debit card that I've been given temporarily is the reason why I can't link my card to PayPal on the PayPal site, but we'll see. But I'm not in a rush. Like, it's just inconveniencing that I had to go there. I don't have a car readily for me to just hop in and just go and check again at the bank. Like, I've got challenges. The next time I go might be after 2 weeks, you know what I mean? So that was really inconveniencing, but I'm not going to queue for 2 hours just to collect a card. The lady said that I can just talk to her and be good. So next time I go, I'll just have to make doubly sure that she's there. Perhaps I'll buy airtime since I think I can a little bit, and actually call the bank to find out if she's in, and then if she is, then I'll go. Anyway, guys, let me go inside the impala fruit so you can see my fenugreek and so you can be inspired to buy it. South Africa, I don't think you're into fenugreek. That's why they don't stock it at Discam. Y'all need to catch up with the times, okay? Your hair is not growing because you don't have fenugreek in your lives. I don't know what's wrong with you. You're so backward. Let's go inside. Kulani Sansi. Hi guys, this is what I was talking about, why I like coming to Impala. They have this like section, right, that has these like random variety of brands that sell stuff. Because I'm price sensitive, I check stuff out. Like I was looking at the pumpkin seeds at Discam and they were hovering around the hundreds. Well, close enough. And then I come here and I find pumpkin seeds as well for $69.95. The ones at Discam are also not non-GMO, so we can all just assume that they're genetically modified. Like unless it says non-GMO, it's GMO'd, okay, in this country. And you get like little random beautiful treats of this nature where you can get a conglomerate, a mix of like pumpkin seeds. This is cheap for pumpkin seeds in comparison to what you find at Discam, right? But if you want like a mix, you can like be all up in this grill. Lana, they've got like they call it a salad sprinkle. Frankly, I would put it anywhere other than a salad. I probably put it in my muesli or to create muesli using it. So they have got pumpkin seeds here, obviously. They have what looks like raisins as well. They have got what looks like dates as well. They've got what looks like sunflower seeds and sesame seeds. It is a combination and a powerhouse for hair growth. Oh, and flax seeds. But flax seeds that are not ground are useless, guys. They're worthless. They just go through the digestive tract without being digested. So you just bring them in and you put them out. They operate as fiber. I guess if you want to poop, get yourself some flax seeds that are not ground. Otherwise, if you want the benefits, the nutritional benefits of flax seeds, you have to crush them, right? But this here would make your hair grow like a superwoman. Like just put like sprinkle some in your muesli or tea, whatever, or just like a handful, scoop it in your hand and like chow it, and your hair will start to grow like weeds. I'm coming at you with some advice here, but Liam Zanzi, they're busy eradicating a human being of that nature. Imagine that. I'm here to help you with South African randomly funny falling out hair with bad edges grow, and you've taken me out of the economy. What is your problem? So I'm showing you impala hair, or what it is that they tend to like hook you guys up with. Then they've got sesame seeds, also like a really gangster great stuff. I already bought the sunflower seeds at this camp because they were on special, but $25.95 for like a whole big fat chunky, like, you know, gangster of this nature, thanks to what's going on in Ukraine right now and Russia, because they export 50% of the world's sunflower anything. Such things are going to change. Like $25.95 is a relatively sober price for sunflower seeds. It's actually quite low, but because of the war in Ukraine, it probably might increase. But we don't import sunflower seeds from there, so maybe that's why our prices have not gone up. But the fertilizer issue might make it impossible for us to plant sunflower seeds in the first place, so the prices are going to skyrocket. But I'm trying to help you guys understand that South Africa at present is not looking that afflicted by the war in Ukraine, but the fact that they are actively standing with Mr. Putin might just get your sunflower seeds costing $50 next time for what, like how many, for 250 grams. Why? Because you're sinners and you don't want to repent. I'm trying to help you come out of the silly darkness that you're presently in. Almond shavings for $49.95. I'm trying to show you this like little section. It's a gem. It's called impala fruit. It's in Redport. Maybe they have branches across the world. Like, if this chem is doing you dirty and the prices there are ridiculous, and you are trying to get yourself some nuts, okay, because you want to either get fat, or you want to grow hair, or you want to thicken muscles, or you just want to chew something chewy and nutty, come to this place. It'll give you Bonzela. And South Africa is, like I said, food packaging standards are similar to the United States and Europe, and Eastern Europe. So for those reasons, everything here is genetically modified unless it says so. So you're just gonna have to take Bill Gates like funny little chemicals and the extraction of certain genomes in your fruit and vegetables in your stride. Otherwise, you can go to Woolies and buy everything non-GMO and spend a pretty penny. But if you are bargain hunting and don't care about GMO versus non-GMO, this place is the place for you. It's totally the place for you. Here are these coconut shavings I was talking about for $30, which is not even that bad. I'm like such a great shopper. You know, there's this YouTube channel where the guy, the Okimabob, basically covers what it is that you should and shouldn't buy and bargain hunts on your behalf. And he gets, like, he's got like over 1 million subscribers. And I'm like, my goodness, where are my millions of subscribers? Because I'm helping people be better. But they are delivering me like no man's business. Anyway, let's go to the fenugreek, so you can see just what the Lord has taught me in this season. As every time I see women with children, I just get so emo. It's ridiculous. It's out of this world, like just horrendous. People are withholding from me the joy of pushing people around in prams. Anyway, fenugreek, usually I would find it here. The place that, and this was actually the best place for me to get fenugreek, and then they stopped selling it in like bulk, and I don't know why they did that. It's because Africa doesn't understand the benefits of anything, because you are backward now, because God is judging you. I told you, Elon Musk is leaving you. See, they've got fenugreek lana $17.95. It's a tiny little sachet, and I don't know why, but I did say that a little goes a long way. It's relatively inexpensive, so you should not have to go out of your way to suffer and struggle. This place does sometimes have more variety than Dis-Chem. Like, for instance, I purchased turmeric at Dis-Chem because they did not have the size of turmeric that I wanted. But this place has got this like batch bulk looking like macro turmeric. And I tend to love buying it here because then it lasts me so long. And turmeric is like this anti-inflammatory powerhouse that you really want to be like killing it within a minute, you know what I mean? Anyway, so check out these sunflower seeds, like an entire 10 rands more expensive than the other one. So I showed you in that other little corner over there a far more successful pumpkin seed in terms of your pocket, right? And this one is also not, it's vegan, of course, like it's from the earth. However, but this is non-GMO though, so it makes sense. This one is 10 rands more expensive than the other one. So what I said about South Africa specifying GMO versus non-GMO because of the standards, international standards that it follows. For a country that follows international standards, they're quite backward when it comes to other things, and I don't understand what's going on. I was not able to get the cocoa. Okay, I bet you guys can hear my muffled speech because of this mask that I'm wearing right now. It's uncomfortable, but it's the only way to be. It is the only way to be. I don't quite like speaking into this mask and then inhaling my own CO2 like I'm hyperventilating, but it's life, right? I can't find the fenugreek for crying out loud. Like, do not do this to me. I left Muesli because I was looking for fenugreek. I wasn't able to get hemp, by the way. It was not within my budget. And hemp is also not that expensive. It's also a protein powerhouse. Occasionally I find fenugreek up there somewhere. It turns out South Africans are catching on. Oh, it's so not demanded, despite it being as excellent as it is, that they are literally just not selling it that much anymore. In which case I'm like, of course, South Africans are backward. So they wouldn't know that fenugreek is the best thing since sliced bread. I mean, what in the world? goodness, like I literally cannot find it. It's just beyond me. Thou shalt perish, South Africa. Why have you not fenugreek? Other than this little funny little thingamabobby over here. Looks like I'm gonna have to settle for this, guys, and it also looks like I'm gonna have to settle for the ground version as opposed to the powder. I like the ground version because it's nice and chewy. I like the way that it tastes, even though it can be a little bit bitter. But I like it. It's an acquired taste like olives. Oh goodness, I'm speaking CO2 vibes now. I've removed the mask. Can you tell the difference? Like they're doing this to me. Nutmeg is also like a ridiculous powerhouse, especially when you mix it with cinnamon. So I'm thinking that perhaps maybe because I'm not finding what I'm looking for actually in these streets, I might just get nutmeg. But I want fenugreek. I came here for fenugreek. I'm literally looking for another kind of fenugreek. I bet when I ask, they'll be like, sorry sister, it's not popular, it's not popular sister, but you know, at least we give you ground version now sister, come on. I know, I want ground, I don't want ground, I want... Oh guys, I'm just gonna get two now. I don't need more. A little goes a long way with fenugreek, I kid you not. Another thing about the ground version, by the way, not the ground, but the seed version is what works best for hair treatments. Like if you want to do a spray pre-poo overnight, you don't want the powder because then it's going to get stuck in your hair. You want the seeds because then you can just extract the goodness out of it overnight, put it in water, and then spray. Okay, I want someone to ask. I'm looking for someone to actually go and ask. You know, it's not going to do anything. Maybe they'll find it. Last time they were able to get some for me in the back or something. So let me just go ask those guys over there. Because this guy over here is busy. Hi, is it appropriate to ask you if Nina you ground fenugreek? Not ground, sorry. I'm a fenugreek seeds. Oh, Bogatti. Which one? The gray? Gray. Oh, okay, thanks. Hello.
Hi,
I'm good. How are you?
good, thanks.
I was wondering if you guys have fenugreek seeds as opposed to the powder.
So, I used to carry it.
Yeah, because I looked over there, so if it's not there, it's not
Used to
there.
be there, yeah. Problem is I haven't heard from those guys like Cayenne Pepper.
Who? Corey, what not? Komati Port.
Yeah, those commodity boys actually. I haven't heard from them in yonks and then fenugreek. What are you looking for, man?
I'm looking for the.
no,
you
no,
don't have
no,
it.
no.
Okay.
Curious is, no, I don't think I've got that.
Okay, so I guess I'll have to settle for the powder then.
Go on.
But then when are you going to get it again? Do you know?
Not even a clue. I'll have to ask my suppliers when they come through. I'll make a plan. So you got the fenugreek ground. They've got to have fenugreek off.
Okay.
So I'll ask them. They normally every 2 weeks.
All
So
right.
probably by next week we should know what's going on.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Groovy. Cool. There you are.
We settled for the powder. I asked the right questions and I got uncomfortable answers, but nonetheless they were right answers too. Alrighty, so with these two ground fenugreek gangsters all up in my grill, let me look then for muesli. Yes, that's what I was talking about with turmeric, Lana. For 24 bucks, they will give you that monstrosity over there, which is quite a bit. How many grams is this? The other day I was actually actively looking for the size of this and I couldn't find it. So this place is definitely you'll want to go to if it this chemist is disappointing you. But that is if you're in a neighborhood that actually has an impala fruit and veggie. I find that lifestyle, okay, not lifestyle foods. What is this? Is it lifestyle? No. Food lovers market. Yes, food lovers market also is somewhat competitive, but strangely for being food lovers market, it's not on par. It's not on par. This is what I left behind, guys. My granola, my muesli. 79 bucks. I'm gonna take it. Okay, I'm gonna leave one sachet of fenugreek. A little goes a long way. I just need one a month anyway. And yeah, I'll leave the one sachet behind. So it turns out that I am like Jesus, and I'm gonna go grab the one sheep out of the 99. I'm taking my muesli because I did not just buy all that oat milk for nothing, almond milk for nothing. It's 79 bucks, and it's cheaper here, by the way, by like what, 2 whole rands. I notice stuff like that because I've been made price insensitive. I'm not a fan of what do you call this? No sugar. Because like, what are we doing? Life is sweet, so please. No, life is not sweet, and precisely because it's not sweet, when you're persecuted as a Christian, more so should you grab yourself some like sweetened muesli. Okay, I'm taking these two. I should be able to afford them within the 100 rands that I have left. So likewise, we fished the one sheep that was stray, and we also got fenugreek. I hope you've been edified. It's been an excellent lesson. I would have also grabbed some apple cider vinegar, but you know, restrictions. In the future, I'm gonna take the whole store, and don't nobody stop me. Hey, like. Hi there, how's it? It's me, your girl Cranky. I'm sorry about this glare and all this white. It's because of the white that I'm wearing, but I'm not gonna be long here because I already had quite a long day just rapping. I got cut mid-sentence talking about how I'm gonna make like Elon Musk and leave South Africa. So that was because my iPhone storage got full. I had forgotten to delete content from yesterday. So we've emptied it now, and we're just gonna show you what it is that we purchased thanks to somebody generous. I don't know who it is. I'm grateful. They know who they are, and I'm really grateful for the way that I've been helped in this time by that individual, and I'm grateful to them and to God. Yeah, hallelujah. So let me just like show you. When I came back, I found my mother literally trying to see if her car's there, because I think she noticed late that I had left with the car, and then I saw her walking back. She hasn't said anything so far. I'm scared to even take the keys back to the house. I'll take them back later when she's not in the kitchen. So I'll drop off the Cinnabon and everything when she's in her bedroom. Yell at me for using a car. I'm licensed. Plus on top of that, you don't do that with my little sister, so why would you do it with me? And she left the keys on the kitchen counter knowing that one of us, or at least her other daughter, will likely take it and go wherever she wants to go. So petrol tank has not even moved an inch because I was just around the corner. But anyway, I want to show you what I got for what it is that this particular sponsor bought me. Ouch, this one individual. Yesterday I was able to buy benzoyl peroxide and some grandpa sachets because I had a headache, and bubble gum. Well, today, I mean, this is not how it's gonna go, where somebody like sends me money and I just go and buy. I likely will probably let it stack up so that I can do bigger important things like service my car, get my license disc renewed, get my driver's license renewed, so I can be here again and legally too. And also, like, if the money gets big enough, I'll pay off parking. No, I don't have park tickets, but old tickets that I had, I'll pay stuff like that off. I'll start paying off my debts. I'll start looking for an apartment, stuff like that. But until then, we do little. And right now I've got toiletries and I've got things that are going to feed my body for a month and make sure that my hair grows, make sure that my muscles, basically this is what I used to purchase when I was getting like 600 rands a month. So this went a really long way, and on top of that, I've got to buy my favorite dessert for everyone, not just for me. Alrighty, so you saw me buying the granola. I don't eat, what's going on there at the back? 1 minute. Sorry, there was a freezing. I don't know what happened. Okay, that muesli, you saw me buying it, so no need to, I call it muesli, granola, whatever, shmanola, oats, it's up to you. Fenugreek powder, you saw me get that too. I got green tea from Dischem. These are all cheap, the cheapest versions of themselves, because I've been very price sensitive, and that's not about to change. Like, it was only 900 bucks. Like, don't go like too far out of town. These, I have not been able to make any purchases of this nature for the past 3 months, because that's when they stopped giving me money, because I was told that I need to go and get a job scanning groceries at Woolies, despite being as intelligent as I am. Yeah, anyway, this whole thing where people are giving me money is gonna stop somewhere along the way once my channel grows, because I want to be able to make my own money through my blood, sweat, and tears through monetization of my account, like ad revenue, stuff like that, sponsors from brands. That's kind of how I want to make money in the future, not from individuals on the ground that are just regular people, because I'm not comfortable with that. So right now, this is a temporary thing. It's not going to last. Just putting that out there. I don't believe in this kind of thing, but right now times are bad and they're desperate, and I'm basically being killed. So I'm really grateful. I think it's $50. I am yet to figure it out entirely what the amount was, but it was a decimal number. Having spoken that, this is green tea by Tetley. It is generally the cheapest brand. Okay, I don't always go cheapest brand. I do actually, cheapest among a myriad. Sometimes they've got specials, and so it's not that the brand is in and of itself the cheapest. It's just that today's on special or whatever. I got ground cinnamon, 300 grams. This is the only cinnamon that I do buy though, because cinnamon, all cinnamon is equal, but some cinnamon is more equal than others. Like, it does not taste the same. This is my favorite. It's a lifestyle food brand of cinnamon. It's really great. There is also the one by, it's not lifestyle food, but there's some other brand. Their cinnamon is not bad too, but this for me personally is the best, just in terms of how it tastes. In terms of its nutritional profile, I think they're the same. Okay, one day in the future I will explain what all of the benefits of these things are. I have already spoken at length today, so I don't want to just explain. I want to explain why cinnamon, there's more where it came from. Okay, there are other days of the year. Okay, I will explain. I will give you understanding as to what God has trained me in this time and why I buy these things. Okay, Spirulina powder, it's algae put in like what do they call this, powder form. This chia seeds, I also buy the cocoa of this brand, but I wasn't able to find it today because I think thanks to Easter everything just ran out. But Easter was long ago though. Anyway, at least today it was long ago. Today it was long ago. Moringa powder, this was also the cheaper version. Usually I buy one in a plastic sort of kind of container. That's the one that I usually go for because it's usually the cheapest, but this was on special today, so lifestyle food as well. Flax powder. Can never go wrong with flax powder. This is the one that, remember I said earlier that if you want the nutritional benefits of flaxseed, you're gonna have to have it ground. So you can buy it in powder form. You don't need to go and buy that grounding mortar thing and just exasperate your hands and go to exercise. While you're at it, you can just buy it ground, and it's really cheap. And for how cheap it is a powerhouse in so many respects. But I will explain stuff like that tomorrow. Not tomorrow, some other day. We'll see. But more way to goodness, I've got every day to just live like this. Okay. Cayenne pepper, can't go wrong. Mix this with turmeric and you're home safe. Bioavailability of turmeric is made better by things like black pepper, but I prefer cayenne because it's got a far better nutritional profile than regular black pepper, but you can go out like that if you want. Again, I'll explain these things tomorrow, some other day, maybe next week. Ginger adds a pang and a power to coffees, teas, and it's also like a buster of inflammation in the body, and it's just generally good for so very many other things, including skincare and hair care ingested. I'm not a fan of putting ginger on my skin and on my hair just like that, because it can have a little bit of a zzz to it. Okay. Turmeric, can't go wrong with turmeric. Make sure these things are also 100%, like it's not mixed with all different kinds of other funny things. Like this is 100% turmeric. Nature's Choice, yes, thank you, that's the one that I was looking for. Nature's Choice's cinnamon is also quite good, but still it's a bit sweeter though than the lifestyle food one, and I prefer the lifestyle food one because it's got a very earthy taste to it and it's not that sweet. So, but either way, these two brands of cinnamon are okay. Just in terms of taste, it's more about preference in terms of taste, guys. Otherwise, nutritionally, gafana. Moving on. And then here I've got sunflower seeds, hair powerhouse, and it's nice and cheap, and it's so nutty, it's delicious. So like whatever, right? You find this a lot in muesli and all that jazz, but like I mean, I just like, come on, just give me sunflower seeds, I want. But there's a war in Ukraine, so this might soon run out. Okay, cool. And then almond milk, I got 4 of these. I bought sweetened this time because I'm such a bad girl. Usually I buy unsweetened, but I've just had no care for so long that I just want sweet things now. That's why I bought Cinnabons. Okay. Anyway, cool. So I bought 4 of these. They were on special. I would have bought 3 because that's usually how many I tend to need a month. I only put a tiny little amount mixed with yogurt in my muesli. But I bought 4 because they were on special, 2 for like a lessened price. So I got 4 to get like the bang and the power of the discount. Lifestyle food, I'm not pedantic about where the milk comes from, which brand, because at the end of the day, almond milk that you buy at the store is a sham everywhere. It's a sham. They literally have like only 2% almonds. Why are you calling it almond milk then? What? So if you want almond milk, like the real deal, you're either gonna have to buy it for $1,000 at the store, or make it for yourself at home by buying some almonds and like crushing them in a blender, adding whatever it is that you want to add. What it does have, however, is a whole bunch of calcium because they add chalk in it, calcium carbonate, and that's why it looks so white. You know, that stuff that Bill Gates wants to put in the atmosphere to prevent global warming, they've got that in it. So this is not real almond milk. I'm not deceived into believing that they've got almond milk. This one is actually better than the other brand. There's like a brand that has got 2% almonds, and I was like, you're lalaring with me here, please, I want almonds. This one's got 4%, so they're like one up on them really, but it's still just 4%. They've got water, sugar, because I did make it sweetened, almonds 4%, emulsifier, sunflower lecithin, and sea salt. Okay, this one does not have calcium carbonate, but there is one that does have calcium carbonate that I was buying. I can't remember which brand it was, but I was so disappointed to see that almond milk is not actually real almonds. Like, they're playing with us, yeah. Like, what's wrong with you? We want almonds, us. That's why we buy it. It's fine. So just because it's vegan doesn't mean it's okay. Okay, we want almonds, us, but no. Right, so if you, I can make almond milk. There was a time I was making my own rice milk because like it's just better. The nutritional profile of making your own stuff at home is so much better, but of course it has a lesser shelf life. So if you're making it at home, you're gonna have to drink it up in 2 or 3 days or whatever, which is no problem. You know, milk back in the day, you used to drink it real fast. Like you can repeat, like history always repeats itself. Do it again, right? But this here has, of course, that shelf life that you're out in these streets trying to run with. What else? What else do they have? There's this other brand. What do they? Ooh, I forget. But some kind of preservative that they tend to put in milk in order to keep it. Not preservative, but you know the thing that emulsifies. Thank you. What is it called again? Like to make so that there are no granules. You have to like shake it up all the time. Yeah, Mara. This is like. Oh, and they also say with this, use it in 3 to 4 days. I use it over for as long as how in the world under heaven it takes for it to get finished. So whatever. Okay. I've never gone sick from it or whatever. If anything, I'm lactose intolerant. So regular milk is the one that makes me go. I guess you mean what that. You know what that means. I don't need to get all descriptive. This is a Christian ministry. Don't get gross. Okay, cool. Right, guys. That's it. That's all that's in here. Thank you, God. Thank you, person who helped me. I can't believe that like I actually have these things again. I never thought I would ever get them again in my life. This is, however, a pin drop in the ocean in comparison to what I need. I've been asking the Lord's help. I just need my car back first and foremost, but I just need my life back. I need to pay my debts off. I need to. So the best way that you can help me is to help my channel grow, so I can pay things like bills, like, you know, pay South Africa back, so that when I leave them, we're in a clean slate. The Bible says, "Oh no man, nothing except love." So I just want to owe South Africa nothing but love. So I'll give them the gospel and that's it. But I will not owe random banks money because of charges and overdrafts and whatnot. I will just be like, "Goodbye, I love you, here's the gospel." And they'll be like, "I can't even hold you back because you owe me 10,000. Like, yeah. I owe people money because I lost my job at a time when I was still like paying life off. Like, I had bills. Who doesn't have bills? And those bills have now put me on the credit bureau. These are the things that I need fixed. This is what people have done to a woman, a human being, a person, an entire going concern. They have just said, whatever, we're going to throw you on the credit bureau, we're going to make you unemployed, you're going to go nowhere, do nothing, you're not going to have babies, you're not going to get married, you're just going to merely exist until you kill yourself. I can't be an adult, I can't be a grown-up, I can't pay bills, and I can't cackle at babies' bumps because somebody said that that's not going to happen with me. Please pray for me. I need to get out of this situation. I'm signing out in Christ's name. I hope you've been edified, Cranky. Bye.